Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, it's 2023, Happy New Year, and Heavyocity is back with a new installment of their free foundation series. It's called the Emotive Choir. Let's quickly have a listen to two short cues that I came up with, and then I talk a little bit about that foundation series and this instrument. So everything you just heard was done with free instruments from Heavyocity. They do have the Play It Forward once a year with really cool loops and drum loops and bass loops. They had their production loops, the damage loops, which I used for the percussion, and they have since last year this incredible foundation series, which by now is made of the Emotive Choir, the Foundations piano, the nylon guitar, the staccato strings, and the synth bass. If you look on my channel, then you will find a review of each of those instruments. And last year I even had a scoring competition where only those free libraries from Heavyocity have been allowed. And wow, the results have been stunning. So yes, today you really can make good music even with free libraries, and really big compliment to Heavyocity because their free libraries come even in the free Kontakt Player. You do not need the full version of Kontakt. So what is Emotive Choir all about? Like all the instruments from the Foundation series, you have this interface, slightly blue, with the two channels. On channel 1, normally you do have the samples of the theme of that instrument, in this case the choir. On the second channel you do have a texture. On the main interface, there are 4 interfaces, you can dial in or out the volume of the instrument and the texture. That's the choir, or that's an evolving texture, and there you can mix them. You do even have the panning to the left and to the right of those 2 channels. With Emotive Choir you do get 10 snapshots. We will go through them quickly now. We have the Foundation Emotive Choir, which is the one I used here for my chords. And then there for the melody line. We do have the Clean Choir. We do have the Dream Worlds. We do have the Echoing Singularity, which is an arpeggiated instrument, you can tell from the arp. We do have the Flynn Returns, even this one arpeggiated. We do have the Frozen Voices, a rhythmic. We get the gentle voice drops. Like my favorite raindrops from the Foundations piano. the Nightcrawler. The vocal waves. The waving trees. And a clean choir. As I said before, with this instrument you do get 4 interfaces. On the first one, the main page, you have the 2 channels. On the second one you have the amp envelope, the ADSR, and the start, offset, and the random for the sample where it should start. You do have, and that's really cool of those instruments, for both channels the possibility to switch on or a gate sequencer or an arpeggiator, where you set the rate, which obviously is time synced to your DAW, and the length, or the steps if you will, and the smoothness. Arpeggiator, and the same goes for the texture. So you can for both channels choose if you want the gate or the ARP. If not, you just switch it off. And you do have an FX page with the delay, the reverb, the delay even in this case obviously time synced to your DAW, and it wouldn't be Heavyocity if there wouldn't be a punch button, which is a light version of the punish which they have in their flagship libraries. Nice, this one, it just gives it that little extra punch. Not sure if on an emotive choir you need this, but you have the possibility. And I think we are through with this really short first impression of the new free Foundations library from Heavyocity. Talking about the engine and the possibilities, I'm working on a horror movie at the moment, and pretty soon I will release a video where I go through the Vocalise 3 engine, showing how I created a unreal, eerie, unstable vocal soundscape, just to have an undertone of, you know, something like this. There will be this tutorial how to use the engine of Vocalise 3 to get your own signature sound, even for a horror movie or something like this. So if you don't want to miss it, like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next video. And that's it for today. See you in the next video or in the next live stream. Make good music always. Bye bye.